You seen
Of course.
So great. And we're live.
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to the show. If you saw did you see what I tweeted this morning, Connor?
No, I did not.
I'm basically in the middle of like what I tweeted this morning. My morning started in the thick of chaos, and it is continuing on in the thick of chaos. Because I just have there's so many things happening. Like the show starts and I'm still not even finished with what's happening. Wait, you would want to take this as Emoze or? No, I'd rather.
The show must go on.
I know the show's gonna go on. Okay, let me put on Periscope here so I can see everyone's lovely face. And 1 and 2. So, how is everybody doing? Let me read my tweet from this morning just so that you could have an idea of what my morning was. Good morning, Grange Gang. That was first of all, I glossed right over the fact that you complimented me this morning, Connor. You said something, I wasn't really listening, about how good is that why you look so good today. And I answered the question instead of saying thank you so much. Mainly I didn't answer the question because I sometimes I hear you and
You're
sometimes
just used
I don't.
to it.
I'm used to it. This is what I tweeted this morning. I tweeted, you've already tweeted this? How did you tweet? I haven't even said anything yet. You tweeted my morning with my daughter Harper.
Oh yeah, I tweeted that.
But I didn't even tell the story yet. How did you put this up there?
I made that the segment name.
Is this live?
This is live.
Wait a minute. This that I'm seeing on Twitter is live right now.
That's the live Periscope stream.
I'm so confused. Anyway, what I tweeted was making kids breakfast, packing their lunch, getting them dressed, playing Barbie, playing Peppa, sipping coffee, watching Sports Center, returning emails. #Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay. I'm standing. Yes. Okay. Yes, please.
People want to hear your story.
I know. Here, let's tell the story. I'm doing my show and texting you. So, big day today. Big. Huge. I've been looking forward to this since I put it on the calendar easily 2.5 to 3 months ago. Mystery Reader at Harper School. Now, I think I told you when I first got wind of Mystery Reader, I got so excited that I ran out and I tried to get in touch with Alex Rodriguez because if anyone's going to blow it out of the water, it's going to be me. Now, I'm not the kind of person that's going to spend $300,000 and invite Justin Bieber to my kid's bar mitzvah because A, I don't have that kind of money or that star power to call that in. That being said, I could probably get to A-Rod if I needed to bring him into Mystery Reader. That also being said, Harper would have no idea who that was, nor understand why a big man was coming in to read a book. But what I later found out after beginning to make the arrangements was that Mystery Reader for a class of 3-year-olds is just one of the parents. Personally, I don't know why that's such a mystery. But I will tell you that it was a sigh of relief that I didn't have to go full-fledged and owe A-Rod like the biggest favor in the world. So now it's just me, and here I am, and I'm like, okay, it's okay, I've got a month and a half. So in a month and a half, we'll pretty much find Harper's favorite book. Well, she's very fickle, she goes back and forth, she doesn't always love everything, she's the attention span of a kneecap. It's not easy to be like, Harper, what are your 3 or 4 favorite books? She couldn't answer that. Quinny, at age 2, barely able to speak, could rattle off like War and Peace, Ishtar, The Prince of Tides. I mean, she loves books. Harper, not so much. So now I was a little concerned. So I took the baby books she read to see if there were any sequels to it. And one of her favorite books as a smaller person was Knuffle Bunny. You guys remember Knuffle Bunny? So before you tell me that it's pronounced Knuffle Bunny, we'll get to that part later. So Knuffle Bunny. So now I went online, it's Mo Williams, very famous. I looked up, turns out Knuffle Bunny has a sequel. Knuffle Bunny 2, T-O-O. So, boom, got my mom on the case. Next week, Knuffle Bunny 2 is at our doorstep. Cracked it open, read it to the kids, 3 pages in, boom, Harper's bored. Quinny's like, this is a page turner. Harper, the 3-year-old, bored. The 2-year-old, what's gonna happen next? The 3-year-old, bored. I said, Harper, this ain't good. Like, we got to get into Knuffle Bunny too. It seemed like the perfect things to read. Darren says Knuffle Bunny. Sounds naughty. Not Knuckle Bunny, Knuffle Bunny. So we kept reading it, and eventually, like more and more pages into her comfort level, we finally got through the book, and she actually liked it. So I went to class yesterday, and I said to the teacher, you know, I'm the mystery reader tomorrow. I'm thinking of reading. And in my head, I figured, first I would ask her if anyone had read this book, because we were sort of the last ones to do mystery reader. There's like 3 after us, 3 parents. And I said, you know, in my head I was thinking I would tell her the book, and she'd be like, that book is amazing. I was like, Emily, I'm thinking for mystery reader that I'm going to read Harper and Knuffle Bunny. And she's like, yeah, you know, I haven't read that before. So that's a book. And I was like, that's the opposite of the reaction that I was looking for. I thought she'd be doing cartwheels, like welcoming me in. So now I went home, like all dejected, totally nervous all night that Knuffle Bunny 2 was not going to be the right thing to do. So I read her Knuffle Bunny 2 again last night, and again this morning, and I talked about Knuffle Bunny, and she happened to have a great night last night. We have this deal with her that if she doesn't get up in the middle of the night and come into our bedroom, she can get a little toy in the morning. So Steph didn't fully understand what the stakes were and what the deal was. So instead of giving her a toy because she spent the night, Steph gave her about 100 toys. A bag full of 110 Barbie accessories. Steph gave all of them to her. I said, what? This was supposed to last us for like 3 months. You gave her all of them. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you wanted me to give her all of them. I said, what? In what planet would I want you to give her all the toys at once? So she had all the toys. She had a great morning. She was very happy. We went to take the bus. I realized that I had no money. So I was like, you know what, Harper, I didn't have any money on the bus, on my bus card. Yesterday I didn't have enough money, and they let us on. I didn't know it yesterday. And we have a regular bus driver, the M11. He's like, just come on. I was like, tomorrow I'm going to pay twice because I feel terrible. I don't, thank you so much. Today we're running to the bus stop, and I'm like, shit. I never went to get more money on my card. So I'm like, Harper, we're walking to school. Walking to school. 14 blocks for this little one. So we start walking, and literally she takes 3 steps. She's like, I'm really hungry. I could go for a blueberry muffin. So we went into this coffee shop and got her a blueberry muffin. We came out, and like as if God was standing there, who's right in front of us? The M11. And there's our bus driver, and even though he's at the light, and you're not supposed to do this, our guy is so awesome. He opens the door, he's like, come on. So I say, literally, I'm screaming from the sidewalk. He's at the light, and he's going to let us on. I'm like, I never filled out my bus card. I didn't put any money on it from yesterday. We're going to walk 14 blocks, and then not enough money. He's like, just come on. Well, I said it so loud that everyone on the bus like heard, because all they heard was, I have no money. No money. We have no money. So sad. So I knew that because as soon as I got on the bus, everyone was like, oh, here, sit down. Please sit. Because they all thought I was like a poor mother who all I could give her was crumbles. You know, I don't want her to have a lot of like sugar and fat before we go into school. So I'm giving her crumbles of the blueberry muffin. So the Harper's like licking the crumbs from her hand, and I'm like, we have no money. We have no money. So there's no money. He's like, just come on anyway. People got up. They're like, please sit. Like I didn't. At first I was like, wow, everyone's so nice. It wasn't until I got off and everyone was like, goodbye, and I'm like, bye. Everybody was so nice, Harper. I realized they all thought I was like a homeless mother, and we were like getting by on like scraps of crumbs, and we had no money for the bus. That's how the morning started. Get to school. Harper's in a great mood. She goes to class. The teacher comes out and says, sit here, I'm going to come get you in 20 minutes. Well, those were the most nerve-wracking 20 minutes of my life. Well, why? I've given speeches in front of 5,000 people. I did live shots in front of a 6 million person audience at the Today Show, right? Like they get 5-6 million people watch a day. I've anchored the Today Show. No problem. I have jumped off buildings. I have swam with large creatures. I have bungee jumped. I sped around the Indy track with Mario Andretti at 220 miles an hour. I almost drowned alive. I went jetpacking. None of those things matter. But the 20 minutes between when I dropped Harper off and when I walked into her class to be the mystery reader, now mind you, she didn't know I was the mystery reader, were so exciting to me. I brought the book with me today. I have to show you guys the book. So, I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, I go to the bathroom, I come back, I'm waiting, and then they walk out, and she goes, okay, we're ready for you. Like, we're ready for you, like as if it was a Broadway show, and they're like, okay, curtains just opened, they're ready for you. You know, that kind of thing. So I stood up, and I was going to work out today. I don't know if we're still going to work out because it looks like it's about to rain. But if it doesn't, I had all my workout gear. But instead I walked in and I said, hey guys, I brought all of Harper's books with me in this bag, and I'm going to read them all to you. So we'll be here until you're easily 7 or 8 years old. And they all laughed, and it broke the ice. Like, making a joke where all the 3-year-olds laugh, even Bruce, who doesn't laugh a lot in her class, that was a really big deal. So now I, like, totally broke the ice with them. Everybody was like, all right, let's go, let's have it. So I take out Knuffle Bunny.
Who's Bruce?
Oh, Bruce is just a kid in Harper's class.
That you aim to make laugh.
Yeah. If Bruce has been like this since the first day of school. Every day, all day. Today, Bruce smiled. I was like, Bruce. First of all, it's such an odd name for like a kid these days.
Yeah.
Bruce, you know? Anyway, Bruce. Yeah. So on the cover of Knuffle Bunny 2, on the cover of thanks, Darren. There's a little picture of a little girl that kind of looks like Harper. I'll get the book if you want in a second. And I started the book, and I read it. I just posted a picture on Instagram of me reading to her, and it was really, really, really cute and really fun and exciting. Obviously, I made up half the stuff, but who cares? At one point, I looked over at Harper, and she's looking at the class with the biggest smile on her face. The pride, I can't begin to tell you, her pride and my pride. Like, she was proud of me because I was making everybody laugh, but I was just so proud of this little kid. She wore her favorite dress to school today. Check out the picture. She just was such a little dolly. She was so sweet, and she is a tough kid. Like, she says, bye mom, see ya. Like, doesn't want me to walk her to the classroom door, doesn't show any emotion. But when I went to leave, even though she sat back down again, she jumped up and like ran towards me in class and was like, one more kiss, mom. And I was just like a pot of goo. Like, I just melted. I was so sweet. I love that kid so much. Anyway, that was Mystery Reader. Then I didn't.
I'm proud of where you come because it's not easy. It's not easy to be high and to get low and to try and work your way back up. So I'm proud of